Booster doses just got approved in the US. At least 15 countries haven't vaccinated 3% of their people yet. Among them are Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation with more than 200 million people, and Ethiopia, with around 115 million people, as well as Haiti, only about 700 miles from the US state of Florida. The decision by the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention means millions of Americans can receive booster shots of the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine in the coming months. But it goes against calls by the World Health Organization chief, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, for wealthy nations to refrain from boosting their COVID-19 vaccinations until at least the end of the year, to allow more supply to reach poorer nations. Wealthier nations have been supplying COVID-19 vaccine doses bilaterally and through WHO's vaccine-sharing program COVAX. But donations have so far fallen short of what was pledged for this year. Addressing a virtual COVID-19 summit Wednesday on the margins of the UN General Assembly, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres highlighted the discrepancy in access to vaccines, saying, "More than 5.7 billion vaccine doses have been administered globally, but 73% have been in just 10 countries."
High-income countries have administered 61 times more doses per inhabitant than low-income countries. Just 3% of Africans have been vaccinated. This, he added, increases the risk of new variants emerging from countries where the virus is left to circulate unchecked. Here are 15 nations which have yet to give at least one vaccine dose to more than 3% of their population, according to the latest figures compiled by Reuters. The proportion of people fully vaccinated in these nations is smaller still. Democratic Republic of the Congo. Number of vaccine doses administered: 130,482. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 0.1%. Haiti. Number of vaccine doses administered: 61545. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 0.4%. Burkina Faso. Number of vaccines administered: 166,160. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 0.8%. Yemen. Number of vaccine doses administered: 322,934. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 1.1%. Benin. Number of vaccine doses administered: 174,104. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 1.3%. Cameroon. Number of vaccine doses administered: 452,336. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 1.4%. Sudan. Number of vaccine doses administered: 149,982. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 1.5%. Somalia. Number of vaccine doses administered: 390,141. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 1.6%. Mali. Number of vaccine doses administered: 396,027. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 1.6%. Syria. Number of vaccine doses administered: 533,949. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 1.7%. Liberia. Number of vaccine doses administered: 113,680. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 2.1%. Nigeria. Number of vaccine doses administered: 625,5025. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 2.2%. Sierra Leone. Number of vaccine doses administered: 221,110. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 2.3%. Ethiopia. Number of vaccine doses administered: 340,950. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 2.3%. Ghana. Number of vaccine doses administered: 162,3582. Proportion of population that has received at least one dose: 2.8%. These countries include Chad, Tanzania, Madagascar, Niger, and Papua New Guinea.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.